What up, what up? Welcome, people, to the vent session.
Hey.
I'm your young, black, gifted, talented, handsome, resilient, genius, not so humble host, Prez Simmons. And I got the queen, the goddess, Kimberly Kween in the building with me, man.
Hello.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing really good this morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Can I just give you like a little, you know what I'm saying? First of all, you like got me all, in the mood and everything.
Yeah,
Everything's
man.
all good.
I'm happy to have you here, man.
Yes, I'm happy to be here.
It feel good to have some female energy in here. Maybe too much testosterone popping in this building, man.
A little too hard.
Yeah, it's a little too hard, man. We soften this place up, man.
I agree.
But I don't even know how to. You kind of like me. I'm trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out the title to introduce you.
Okay.
But you
You
do
just
so
give
much.
it to me. Just give
You
it
do
to
so
me.
much.
I'm ready for it.
Because I don't like when people ask me what do I do now. I be like, I don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But what would you prefer to be called first? Like, is it hairstylist? Is it?
I know,
What
right?
do
Because
you-
it is a lot.
Because you teach dance too, right? And you
I do teach dance.
do
No.
hair. So what do I call you? An instructor? Do I call you?
Entrepreneur. Just give me the entrepreneur. Give me the.
But I think it's
what
more
it
than
is.
that because
I mean, I think it's more
I think
than
you're
that.
more of an artist.
Uh-huh.
I would call you
dig
more of an
that.
artist.
I can dig that.
than
I like
an entrepreneur.
that. Yeah,
'Cause
I like
entrepreneur
that.
just mean you in business and you are serious. That's what
Right.
it sounds like. But
With
no,
my briefcase.
for the most part, to me, entrepreneurs can just kind of sound like business. It don't sound like to me nobody that's passionate about nothing. To me, like the entrepreneur is passionate about business.
Yeah, I can dig that.
I think you're passionate about the things you do
Yes, I am.
more than that.
I agree.
So I guess I answered my own question.
You
I would
did.
call you an artist.
Okay.
You're an artist. You're an artist. You just like me.
I really like artists, by the way.
You're an artist.
I can appreciate something like
Is that
that.
your first time being called an
Yes.
artist? You're welcome. but
Thank you.
what did you start doing first?
Okay, so this is so funny. I'm glad you asked me this. Oh my God. Because I actually don't mind talking about this. So, all right. Just imagine being 8 years old, Springdale Shopping Center, and you cut your own hair, right?
I like that you being specific.
Okay. So I'm in Springdale Shopping Center. I'm about 8 or 9. I'm going to say about 8 or 9. And I had crocheted my own hair, so I thought it was cute.
Right.
And I'm walking through, and at this time, it was a little bit safer for kids to kind of walk around. You could see your parent, but you could still walk down the
Have a little
sidewalk
freedom.
and
Yeah.
have some freedom. So this lady came up to me and she was like, "Who did your hair?" And I'm like, "I did," just being nice, thinking I'm cute. And she was like, "I would let you do my hair." Light bulb.
That went on. That's what they.
Literally. And so from about, I would say from like 9 to 13, I was interested in just perfecting the craft. I was even watching Africans braid. It was so crazy. And this was before YouTube came out. This was before any kind of social media, anything. I was just able to kind of get in certain areas. Like if I was getting my hair done, you better believe I was watching and trying to see what all she had going on, So by 13, I literally made it my first hustle. And I was making
13?
that bread at 13. Yes, for me to be a kid,
Yeah.
And then once I got to high school, I don't know if y'all remember, but micro braids were really in back then. And so everybody was trying to get micros.
Yeah.
I mean, they still, are good for growing hair,
Yeah.
but
This is when it was trendy.
it was trendy like a mug.
popular, yeah.
So anyhow, I started doing micros, $65 a pop.
That's a lot of money back then.
For a 16-year-old, I mean,
65 with 65, I'm doing a little stunt. Back then, at 65, I'm doing a little stunt, like the chicken nuggets is on me. Hey, no, this is gonna get off subject, but this is real shit.
Okay.
Do you remember the chicken nuggets used to be expensive?
Um,
Zach, do you remember that?
like the most expensive on the menu.
The chicken nuggets was the thing when you went to McDonald's and it was like, oh, you splurging. Chicken nuggets was high back then, but that's how I knew that the meat got bullshit and fake because it started getting cheap. Now they're the cheapest shit on the menu, but they was high back then because it was real white meat. That was the baller meal. I remember the hustlers, the D-boys in Comanche used to come back with the chicken nuggets.
With the nuggets.
You
Oh,
was
he got
stunned.
nuggets.
You come back with the
You're
nuggets.
Funny. You're funny.
But
You're funny.
so
Okay.
That's the hair. And some of the when I ask my guests questions, like when I ask, this ain't even a guest, it's just a conversation.
Yeah.
I don't like interviews. It sounds corny to me because that sounds like an
For
interrogation.
sure.
It sounds like I'm gonna just sit here and drool you, and I got this agenda to get something out of you. Now we just talking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I like it too.
But I don't even remember. Like, so when I ask you a question, it makes me want to answer myself the same question. Like, when did I know what I wanted to be? But it's like, I don't know where it started. It's like my whole life.
Yeah.
All I ever was drawn to was music, create. But like I told you the other day, I do remember when I realized that I was really into fashion. Like, this is the best. This is the something that I want to talk about this on here because I think the world needs to hear this. Like I would tell you the story about my father when I was. This is how dope my father was to me.
Okay.
You know, he was flawed and all of that. You know, just like everybody. He had demons and different shit like that. But this is why I love him and I adore him now. Like I would tell you the story back in the day when I was playing with my best friend when I was 6 at the time. Her name was Tilly. I have vivid, like my memories are real. Like I can remember exact, like what I was wearing, what it smelled like, what the weather was like. So I remember this, how this room felt and how this room looked. This story is so meaningful to me now. I was just up in my room playing with my best friend Tilly. She was playing with one of my little boy toys, He-Man, Thundercat, some shit like that. I was playing with her Barbie, or one of her dolls. And I remember when my daddy walked in, he looked kind of confused.
Like what you got going on?
And he looked at her and he looked at me and was like, "This supposed to be."
Yeah.
But he was like, he asked me, "What you doing? Why you playing with that? Why you playing with that doll?" And I remember this like it was yesterday. I remember looking up and saying, "I like to dress it."
Yeah. That's it.
And I remember he kind of looked at me a little confused, but he didn't chastise me.
Yeah.
He didn't snatch it out my hand.
Yeah.
He didn't go on this toxic ass masculinity type rant like, "Oh, Ben and we don't do this and we don't."
Yeah.
He kissed me on my forehead and walked out the building. Walked out the room. So now you fast forward to now. I just officially designed my first jacket.
That's so awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm really proud of you for that too.
You know, and I say that to say this: if he would have chastised me, I probably wouldn't have ever wanted to design.
Or rebellious behind
closed
doors,
Zack?
you know.
I probably wouldn't have never.
Yeah.
That probably would have just been something I'd be like, "Nah, we don't do that. That's for my daddy," especially coming from your daddy. If my daddy would have said some shit like, "That's gay, you don't do that," that would have stuck with me.
Yeah.
Now
Mentally.
I've heard other people tell me that. I've heard other people say that, but it don't affect me as much. But if my daddy would have told me that, the man that was everything to me, if he would have told me that then, I would have never admitted that I like fashion. I would have never admitted that I want to design something. You know what I'm saying? I would have never admitted that, "Oh man, I think female dresses are beautiful. I want to design a dress one day." Because the average man would tell me, you know, I've heard the jokes. I've heard it before. "Oh, this nigga, whoop, he into this." Nigga.